In the past week and a half, the American people have seen a confusing and chaotic process play out right here in the U.S. Senate. They've seen uncorroborated, decades-old allegations of wrongdoing pop up in the press at the last minute, just as Judge Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation process was winding down. They've seen an accuser request for privacy disregarded and ordinary standards of fairness completely discarded. They've seen a disturbing pattern play out on two separate occasions already. It goes like this. Number one, our Democratic colleagues on the Judiciary Committee get wind of, or maybe even go looking for, a sensitive allegation. Second, they decline to share it with the majority, meaning the committee cannot promptly take appropriate action. And third, they allow the allegation to leak to the press at the last moment. Fortunately, in stark contrast to this malpractice, the American people have also seen the exemplary manner in which Chairman Grassley has led the Judiciary Committee throughout the entire process. The chairman has acted swiftly and transparently in pursuit of the truth. He's treated Dr. Ford with kindness and respect, acknowledging that the irresponsible and irregular manner in which her allegation was brought to light was no fault of hers. The chairman opened a dialogue with Dr. Ford's counsel. He deferred to her preferences on the timing of her hearing and a number of other details. To quote a letter from the chairman wrote to Dr. Ford yesterday, here's what Chairman Grassley had to say. I'm committed to fair and respectful treatment of you. The hearing on Thursday will allow you to testify and also will allow the nominee to address the allegations. Both of you deserve a credible and fair process in a secure and professional setting. That was Chairman Grassley. So we have one side that is handling these sensitive matters with dignity, with professionalism, by the book, and we have another side that chose to sit on allegations and keep them secret until they were leaked to the press. The same side as the Democratic leader, who'd already made his mind up mere hours after Judge Kavanaugh was chosen when he said, I will oppose him with everything I've got. Well, apparently so. Apparently so, Madam President. Look, the American people know that sexual misconduct is gravely serious. They expect this to be treated seriously and addressed promptly. That is precisely what Chairman Grassley has done and is doing. But the American people also insist that vague, unsubstantiated, and uncorroborated allegations of 30-plus-year-old misconduct, where all the supposed witnesses either totally deny it or can't confirm it, is nowhere near grounds to nullify someone's career or destroy their good name. Justice matters. Evidence matters. Facts matter. Let's look at one of the supposed witnesses, Ms. Leland Kaiser. She's not a friend of Judge Kavanaugh's. In fact, she says she doesn't even know him. Rather, she's a longtime friend of Professor Ford's. What does Ms. Kaiser say about the allegations? Through her lawyer, she says that she does not know Mr. Kavanaugh, and she has no recollection of ever being at a party where he was present with or without Dr. Ford. In other words, she backs up Judge Kavanaugh's statement. Look, this is America here we're talking about. We're supposed to uphold fairness and the presumption of innocence. Everyone deserves better than this. Everyone. Not just Judge Kavanaugh. Everyone deserves better than this. I was surprised and disappointed by the recent statements on television from some of my Democratic colleagues, including one statement this weekend that Judge Kavanaugh is not owed the presumption of innocence. One of our Democratic colleagues said Judge Kavanaugh is not owed the presumption of innocence because they disagree with his judicial philosophy. That's not a standard we want to set in America. No matter how loudly my Democratic colleagues try to say otherwise, we have never been and do not wish to be a society in which a single, uncorroborated allegation can float out across decades and wield veto power over somebody's life. Judge Kavanaugh is an immensely bright and qualified nominee. We've heard from legal experts and scholars that he is one of the fairest and most brilliant jurists anywhere in our country. And we've heard from hundreds of character witnesses from his high school days to the present who vouch for his character and his integrity. But the need, Madam President, for a fair process runs even deeper than Judge Kavanaugh himself. As he wrote in his own letter to Chairman Grassley yesterday, the weaponization of unsubstantiated smears, that's what we have here, the weaponization of unsubstantiated smears will dissuade competent and good people of all political persuasions from service. This isn't what members want the Senate to be. This isn't what Americans want our society to be. So I look forward to hearing from both Dr. Ford and Judge Kavanaugh under oath this Thursday morning. I'm glad we'll be able to hear testimony from both. And then I look forward to an up or down vote on this nomination right here on the Senate floor.